This may be the most important video you're gonna watch all year, for real. And I've got a question for you. I want you to think about this. Have you ever had a bad day? You know, you get up a little late and someone's eaten the last bagel, or maybe you're in a rush and your beautiful, wonderful, amazing child spills a gallon of milk all over your kitchen floor. Maybe you're running late and it seems like you hit every red light on the way, or maybe even a little more serious. You know, maybe you go to swipe your debit card to buy a loaf of bread and it gets declined because there's just not enough money there. It could even be that the unthinkable happens and someone you love passes away. You know, we can't stop the problems from coming, right? But what we can do is prepare ourselves for when they hit so that we can leverage the situation and really use it as soon as it happens to us to go a little further and maybe even move from feeling frustrated and depressed to excited and hopeful and able to live in joy each moment regardless of what may be happening around us. My name is Kevin Clayson, the Chief Officer of Awesome, author of Flipping the Gratitude Switch, and founder of the Gratifuel movement, and I am so glad that you decided to swing by and check out this awesome video. Over the next few minutes, you are gonna learn a formula that is guaranteed to change the entire trajectory of your life. I'm gonna show you a formula that guarantees you never have to have a bad day again. I mean, how awesome is that? I'm gonna give you the one formula that you need that can increase your happiness and fulfillment in life without having to spend thousands of dollars on personal development seminars and without having to just read dozens of books in order to finally crack the life contentment code. So here's the deal. A lot of us kind of live in this normal everyday life. Sometimes it seems like it should all be fine and it should all be good. You know, we've maybe got the wife and the husband and the kids, and maybe we've got, you know, the job, and we've got everything that should be going perfectly. But then one day we just turn around and look and go, wait a second. It's not what I thought it would be. I'm not as happy as I expected to be at this point in my life. I'm not as fulfilled. There's not as much joy as I wanted to have in my life. And I gotta tell you, I was in that exact place just a few years ago. And it ultimately led me on a journey that helped me discover something that has changed the entire trajectory of my life. And this is the important part. It's something that I know can change the trajectory of your life as well. What I'm gonna share with you in this video is the simple formula that takes me less than 30 seconds to do, but immediately changes the entire trajectory of my day, immediately gives me back control over my life and the happiness that I feel, that immediately increases the amount of joy or success or desire that I have for the good things in life. It's simple. It's easy, and I'm gonna give it all to you right here on this video. I'm gonna take you through my story of where I was, where I got to. You're gonna come with me and actually see what happened in order for me to learn about this one idea and this one principle. Now, I gotta be honest with you. The reason why I wanna share this video is because before I had an opportunity to go through this, I'd been searching and searching for that one thing that could change it all for me. And I couldn't find the instruction manual. There was no how-to guide. And so I kept searching and searching, and finally I felt that I was inspired with the one idea, the one thing that could change everything. And I embarked on a journey that changed my life forever. And what I know is that this journey and this message and this formula can change your life forever. So if you're ready, I want you to come with me and not only learn what this formula is, not only learn what this idea and this principle is, but I'm gonna show you exactly how you can apply it every day in your life simply, easily. And really, you don't need anything but you, this thing that you have, this gift that you've been given from God, this heart, this mind, and you can take what I'm gonna share with you and change the entire trajectory of each day from this day forward, and it'll change the entire trajectory of your life. So if you're ready, I'm excited to take you on this journey. Come with me and let's learn about a little something that I call flipping the gratitude switch. I started a company with my buddies a couple years ago, and things were going well. I mean, they weren't going great, but they were going like okay. I mean, people liked our company, they liked what it was that we'd provided, and it was really hard for me. I mean, I go into work and I just was unhappy. I was totally unfulfilled. And around that same time, my wife and I had had a new baby, and he'd spent a couple weeks in the NICU, and we were so afraid when he came out of the NICU and we brought him home that like anytime he made a peep during the middle of the night, we're like, oh gosh, let's go get him. And so we trained him to never sleep through the night. And so I'd go on these business trips and my wife would be getting up with Braxton all night long. And I'd come home and then I'd try to be like the good husband and let her sleep, and I'd get up with Braxton all night long. So when I was in town, I wasn't getting any sleep. Then I'd go into the office and I was totally miserable. And I'd look at the bank account and I'd realize, you know what, the company's not growing as fast as I wanted to. And so the money didn't seem to be there. I was overtired and exhausted. It had a strain on my relationship with my wife. And I remember just driving down this road and thinking, gosh, nothing is what I want it to be. You know, I'm not happy. I'm not fulfilled. I'm not making as much money as I want. I remember just driving here to work and just going, gosh, I better just get geared up for another crappy day, working for a guy I don't like, who doesn't like me, doing a bunch of work that's relatively pointless because there's not enough money in the bank, and just having to deal with it all, right? Because it's life and it's what I've got. And as I pulled up and pulled into the spot that I always parked in, I just knew it was gonna be another one of those days. Here I sat after that drive and I just went, gosh, I'm just done. I'm just done. Why? Why do I keep trying? Why? It's pointless, right? I've been working so hard for so long, and what do I have to show for it? And I literally had the thought, maybe I just run away. Maybe I just leave it all. I didn't even really know what that meant. I hadn't even clearly articulated what that meant in my mind. I mean, obviously I wasn't gonna leave my wife and my kids and my family. I think it was more about this place. Maybe I just leave this. But I also knew that wasn't the right answer. As I sat here in my despair, I had a thought come to my mind of a man that I heard speak a year or two earlier. I remember him talking about this one idea, an idea that I'd heard of for years, but never really understood. And I don't know why it had such an impact and touched my heart with such force at that time when he spoke of this thing, but I remembered it all of a sudden. Gratitude. Now, I didn't know what that meant. I didn't even know what gratitude could do for me, but you know what? It at least was a thought. Nothing else is working, so maybe that will. You know, for me, gratitude was always sort of this idea that is this thing you feel at Thanksgiving from time to time, right? It's like an emotion or something. But I remembered that talk, and I remembered him talking about what gratitude had done for him and his wife, what it did for their relationship. And I just had that thought, you know, today, maybe when I go in that door, maybe that's what I do. And I was going to go in the office where I was going to maybe begin this new journey of trying to discover what gratitude could mean for me. And you can imagine all of the emotion. And I come to the door, and as I get ready to open the door, it's locked. Okay, it wasn't really locked that day. It's just locked right now because we don't office here anymore. But I did. I came down these stairs and I opened this door and I walked down that hallway and I walked into my office and I started to pull books off the shelf and figure out how can I learn about this thing that's gratitude, this thing that is going to become really, really real. I didn't know if it was going to be real, but I just knew it was something different than I'd done before. You know, what I learned inside of this office and what I learned in that room and the process that I went through is where I'm going to take you next. See, it wasn't just the thought that gratitude could be a difference maker. I realized that I had to learn that it was more than just thinking about gratitude. It was more than just feeling gratitude. I had to activate gratitude. I had to learn how to make gratitude a thing that you do, not just a thing that you feel. Life was about to change, just as it may be about to change for you. So now that we're here in my office, I mean, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where I get to share the stuff that I really love. See, I want to share with you a couple things. I want to share with you my really simple 4-step formula that changed my whole life. I'm going to give that to you because I feel like that could really help you like it's helped me. And there's a caveat though, right? Just because I share with you this 4-step formula, it doesn't mean it's going to change your life. What's going to change your life is when you practice it on a regular basis. Here's the good news. Everything I'm about to share with you, while I hope I can give you some context and some ideas of how it can help you and bless your life, at the end of the day, practicing it daily is the key, but it only takes a matter of seconds every day, matter of minutes compounded throughout the day, in order to change the entire trajectory of your life. Just like I've seen it do for me, and like I've seen it do for now hundreds of other folks that have started to really interact with this idea of flipping the gratitude switch and what it's meant for. we know that gratitude's like a thing, right? We know that it can be powerful. I knew when I was sitting in the car that it was something that I needed. I knew that I needed more happiness, more control in my life. And I knew sitting in the car when I had that thought, oh my gosh, Darren Hardy talked about gratitude. I knew that it was something I needed. But the problem was I didn't know how to go find it. I mean, I've got all these books, right? I've got all these books behind me. I've got these books in front of me. I've got everything I could possibly need on the internet. And at the end of the day, friends, there was not a single instruction manual in any of this how to cultivate, activate, and use gratitude productively. And it's nothing against any of these folks. I mean, these books are phenomenal. They helped me go down a path that made me realize, wow, gratitude is something that's very, very real. But it wasn't until I started to activate and use gratitude regularly and sort of start to look at it differently that stuff started to really change for me. Most people think that gratitude is something you feel. I take issue with that. Gratitude is something you feel and it is something that you have, but more than feeling and having is the doing. Gratitude is something you do, not just something you feel and have. When you do gratitude, meaning when you actively choose to do something and create some gratitude in your life, you'll automatically have gratitude and you'll automatically feel better, but you've got to go and do it. It's got to be a proactive thing. It's a daily conscious decision during key times throughout the day that if in those moments you will be thankful in that circumstance, whatever it may be, if you could be thankful in that circumstance, in that moment, not removing yourself from the present, but be thankful in the circumstance, not just for what's awesome, but even if it's something frustrating, even if it's something that's difficult, even if it's something that's hard. When you will feel gratitude in that, that's you actively doing gratitude, and it creates a different feeling, and you have gratitude, but you don't just have more gratitude. This is how this idea that I'm going to share with you now, the 4-step flip formula and flipping the gratitude switch, changes your life, because now it's different than all the self-help books, and it's different than the weight loss books, and it's different than all the money books, because this is just a simple formula that if you understand sort of the context, that you've got to be present, that you've got to be thankful in your current circumstances, that you have to do gratitude. If you'll do that, it will change the entire trajectory of your life. And here's the reason why. It'll change this moment. The exact moment that happens, the next instant that you're frustrated or something happens that isn't ideal, that moment is your moment to change everything. But what do? Right? That's the key. So it's good to know that you've got to be present. It's good to know that you have to be thankful in your current circumstances, whatever they may be. It's good to know that you have to do gratitude, but how do you do it? And this is what I want to share with you. I want to share with you the simple 4-step formula that I found that has changed my life. It's a little something I call flip the gratitude switch. And flipping the gratitude switch is actually something you physically do, but you actually do it inside. And as I went through my story and as I sort of went on my journey to find the way to make gratitude sort of an active part of my life, and I realized it wasn't just gratitude journaling, and I realized it wasn't just being thankful for cool stuff that was around me, and I realized that it wasn't just waiting to feel gratitude for whatever was happening, but that it was doing it, I realized that there was this thing that I was doing inside, and I ultimately took that thing that I was doing inside that I just started to call flip the gratitude switch, because that's how it felt. I mean, it felt like, you could walk into a dark room. I mean, imagine this, right? If you walked into a dark room, how do you change that circumstance? You just flip a tiny switch, and then the room illuminates, it's flooded with light, and you can navigate your route, and you can get to wherever you need to get to. I mean, that's how it felt, right? It was like this little switch that I was flipping inside, and it was changing life. It was illuminating all of life's challenges. It was changing my life flip by flip, moment by moment. And so what I ultimately realized is this thing that I was doing inside, I broke it down into this really simple 4-step formula that I'm going to share with you here. And the 4-step formula goes along with the word flip, so it's FLIP. F is you find the frustration. You get frustrated, you find the frustration, you recognize that there's a frustration, you give it a high five, you say, hey frustration, now that you're here and you're showing up as my teacher, thanks for being here. L is you now take that frustration and you look for what's awesome. I'm sort of an advocate to say that even the bad is 100% good, and what I mean by that is it's all perspective, right? And it's all how you look at life as it comes out at you and how you decide to interact with it. But it's the equivalent of finding a silver lining, I guess. And when you look for the awesome embedded in the frustration, it starts to change the way you feel. You probably sense that shift from the frustration, whatever that thing is that the kids wrote on the wall, they didn't listen, they didn't make their bed, the guy cut me off on the freeway, I spilled Coke on my pants, I mean, whatever it is, right? It could be 100 different things that frustrates you that happens throughout the day, but then you start to shift that. You take that frustration. Now you become thankful in that circumstance. How do you do it? You find and isolate the frustration, and then you look for what's awesome embedded in the frustration. And as soon as you can find what's awesome embedded in the frustration, you move on to step I. I is where you initiate gratitude. Because see, notice what we did. We found the frustration, we looked for what was awesome, and it's almost like we created a list of the stuff that's awesome embedded in the frustration. But now's when you actually trigger your body to do gratitude and to do something. In the way you do that is you take a moment and you just say, I am so thankful. You don't have to say it out loud. You can say it in your head, because it's really about triggering that feeling. It's about releasing an emotion. And now you're not just waiting to feel gratitude, right? You're actually doing something about gratitude. There's a way to trigger gratitude. When you find the frustration, you look for what's awesome, you start to go there. And now you take that moment and you use the words, whether it's in your mind or out or vocally, and you say that you're thankful for. When I go and speak at, junior highs and high schools and stuff, sometimes the kids don't know what gratitude means. And I always tell them, it's the power that you feel inside of the words thank you. And so how do you initiate gratitude, which is I? Find the frustration, look for what's awesome, initiate gratitude. You're really activating gratitude. And what happens is really cool. Your body changes. Literally, physically, it's like a chemical thing. It like really biologically changes you because your body releases something known as the reward chemical. It's called dopamine. And dopamine makes you feel awesome. And you start to literally feel a difference. And I call that step number 4, which is P, power up with Gratifuel. Gratifuel is just a compound word of gratitude and fuel, because I always say that gratitude fuels life. Gratitude fuels you. Gratitude fuels you as a mom, as a dad, as a business person, as a grandparent. Gratitude can fuel you as a friend, as a spouse, as a loved one, as a partner. Gratitude gives you that ability. I've got a sign in my office that says gratitude changes everything. The reason I have that in here is because it does. And the other sign that I have just over here to my right is another one that I love. It says, to express gratitude is gracious and honorable. And I think we'd agree, right? It's good to say thank you. To enact gratitude, now this is more like when you're activating gratitude. Well, that's generous and noble, but this is the key. It says, but to live with gratitude ever in our hearts is to touch heaven. But the key is, you don't just be thankful for things, you be thankful in them. And you decide to not just have gratitude, but do gratitude so you can feel and have it. You become thankful inside the frustration by looking for what's awesome embedded in the frustration, initiating gratitude, and then letting your body release that dopamine, and it powers you up, and it powers you forward, and it makes you keep going. It feels like you're touching heaven because you've powered up with this Gratifuel, and it fuels you to go further, and it fuels you to take the next step, and it fuels you to just be a little bit better, to be a little bit nicer, a little bit more generous, a little bit more full of service, a little bit more, convicted to contribute positively to other people's lives and to your own life. If you will understand that gratitude, it's about being present in the moment, and it's about doing gratitude, not just feeling and having it. If you understand that by flipping the gratitude switch and finding the frustration, looking for what's awesome and initiating gratitude, and then allowing your body to power you up and power you through to move you forward, what happens is you're moving forward until that next frustration shows up. And when the next tiny frustration, big or small, shows up, all you have to do is flip the gratitude switch again. See, it's that simple. What I was missing in my life was a reminder. So I had some light switch covers made for my home. And I put them in my home, and it was a reminder that I can flip a tiny switch. And I installed them in my home so that I could teach my kids about this idea of, in a moment of frustration, being able to flip it by finding the frustration, looking for what's awesome, initiating gratitude, and letting it power you up and power you through. And this was the first reminder. But can I tell you, while it was a good reminder, I needed more. And so what I realized is that the best way to have constant reminders is to realize that every moment that the tiniest frustration may arise, I can choose to flip the gratitude switch right there, be present and thankful in my circumstances, whatever they may be, through flipping the gratitude switch. At the end of the day, here's what I want for you. I just want you to know that inside of tiny moments throughout your day, you can change your entire life. When those frustrations crop up, it's through the daily conscious decision to flip the gratitude switch during those frustrations, to find and locate that frustration, to look for what's awesome, to initiate the gratitude and allow yourself and your life to power up with Gratifuel. It's in those moments that you become a better mom, that you become a better dad, that you become a better business person, that you become a better human. that you can feel more joy, feel more happiness, feel like you're more in control of your life, and feel as though life never has to be bad again. I don't want you to wait for the life of your dreams when it can begin in a few simple clicks. When I finally started to do gratitude and I learned how to apply and activate it during life's most frustrating moments, not only did my happiness levels increase, but my relationship with my spouse improved significantly. My children started to view me as a constant source of positivity and joy for them. My coworkers started treating me differently. Before I knew it, I was this new and improved version of me because of the simplicity of knowing how to activate gratitude daily and regularly, no matter what was happening around me. Pretty soon, I was being offered more responsibilities at work. I was getting more perks. There was more money that was coming in because I'd become someone who people wanted to be around and actually work with. I started sleeping better. I was better rested. I began finding it easier to work out and eat better, and I even started losing weight. At the end of the day, because of finally really learning how to apply and use the flip formula in my life, I was healthier, wealthier, and happier all the way around. And as people saw the changes I was making, and as they started to kind of experience the new and improved me, and as people started to get the book and read the book, as a result, I kept hearing the same feedback. They kept saying, "Kev, we love the message, we love the book, but how can we accelerate our ability to learn the flip formula and learn in depth how to do gratitude so that it can change our lives right away?" So I decided to create exactly what they were asking for. We created what we call the Gratifuel Accelerator course. The Gratifuel Accelerator course is the most insanely easy, quick, and simple way to not only expand your understanding of the flip formula, but to know exactly how to apply it immediately and weave it seamlessly into the fabric of your everyday life. What we were able to accomplish in a handful of videos, if I can be so bold, not only improves upon the learning that's done through the book, but frankly, in many ways, it trumps the book in its ability to deliver precise and physical, real tools so you can begin to activate gratitude and use the flip formula like a pro. Here's what this means. If you've read the book, this course is going to help you master what you've already begun learning. And if you haven't read the book yet, no problem. This course will shortcut you to learning what's in the book and then help you immediately start applying and mastering the concepts that's changing your life more quickly than anything else we've created and changing it in a very noticeable and permanent way. Now listen, you can read the book and even watch this video a few times to begin to understand the flip formula and how it can really work for you. But it took me 2 years of my life attempting to apply flip every single day before I really felt like I got a grip on it. It cost me tens of thousands of dollars in coaches and mentors and countless hours of reading and learning, as well as over 24 months of trying something new to figure out how to make this work. And over those 24 months, failing miserably time and time again before I was able to understand the flip formula in a way that now allows me to explain it for you in 12 videos. 12 videos that will do for you in a matter of hours what it took me years and nearly 6 figures to learn and figure out. This is the ultimate shortcut. This course allows me to help you navigate most of the mistakes and missteps you would have made had you tried to figure out and apply this formula on your own without this course. Save yourself the time and the money and the frustration. I've been there. I've made the mistakes. I've created piles of failure so you don't have to, so that I can give you all the shortcuts you need to get there right away. What took me 24 months can take you 24 hours if you want it to. With what I'm about to show you, you're going to be able to start using, understanding, and applying the flip formula right away so you can immediately increase your happiness levels, so you can immediately smile more no matter what life throws at you. You're about to see how, with this course, you're going to be able to improve control over all aspects of your life so you can start feeling like you're the one in the driver's seat of life and not like life's controlling you with all its crazy uncertainty and frustrations. You're going to be able to start achieving the results and success you want right away, so it's easier to have the self-esteem you want, the body you want, the relationships you crave, or even the job or income you've been hoping for. Active gratitude through the mastery of the flip formula will deliver these things to you in tremendous abundance. How can I say all that with the confidence that I'm saying it with? Because we're seeing it happen every single day. In fact, I don't even want you to take my word for it, what this course is doing for others. Check this out from some people who've taken this course and seen their life change as a result of it. Daisy C said,
I love this stuff. It is taught so simply and easy by Kevin. I started practicing it immediately, and with all the bonuses and tools, I had a 100% turnaround within minutes. It created a better outlook for me and in turn helped others around me respond in a more positive manner. Healing took place. It was super, and I plan on sharing this with as many people as I can in my personal, family, and business situations. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for taking the time to share this formula. It has been life-changing for my life, my wife's life, and the lives of our 2 boys. The light switch cover alone has completely shifted the way my children are acting. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Kevin Clayson is a heartfelt speaker who knows how to engage and educate you all at the same time. His content is thought-provoking and easy to follow, and his action steps are relevant, instructive, and helpful. His message of flipping the gratitude switch is compelling and timely and can and should be practiced regularly by anyone with a pulse. I highly recommend this course and all of these amazing tools.
Kevin Clayson's flipping the gratitude switch hits the mark so precise. It will break down any barriers that are blocking you from daily happiness and fulfillment. Gratitude is the treasure I've been searching for, and it's really given me my fortune.
I love hearing that from people because it just reminds me how real this is. And I want this to be real for you too. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to give you access to my Gratifuel Accelerator course, which will give you the extensive and really insanely simple tools to master the flip formula right away so you never have to have a bad day again. The Gratifuel Accelerator course includes 12 incredibly comprehensive videos that lay it all out there for you step by step. The course also includes something we put together called the Gratifuel Toolkit, which includes individual exercises and worksheets that you can use regularly and even daily to completely change your life. It also has a number of other extremely valuable gratitude creation gems in there that I think you're really going to like. It includes the entire Gratifuel Action Workbook. It includes access to a private Facebook community full of like-minded people where we can interact with each other, and I can coach and offer advice every single day on using and really implementing the flip formula. The members of the community by themselves are incredible resources that will be available to you in really unlimited supply. That's the beauty of how the community works. They post all the time, they post their experiences and insights, as well as offer advice for you or anybody. I mean, it is truly an incredible community. It's kind of, really, if you look at it, it's kind of priceless. I don't know how you put a price on something like that. And in addition to the videos and the worksheets and the workbook and the community, I've thrown in a bunch of bonuses that are incredibly valuable for you as well. So you're going to get the course and you're going to get the workbook and the worksheets and get access to the community, but you're also going to get immediate access to the Gratifuel Audio Vault that includes nearly 20 hours of additional bonus audio instruction and content. It also includes a full audio copy of the book that I throw in there for free, just so if you maybe have the physical copy but want the audio, boom, there it is. It's right there for you. One other little bonus we've thrown in is having access to this community and investing in the Gratifuel Accelerator course also qualifies you for lifetime discounts on light switch covers, and these are discounts that are over 50% on these light switch covers, so you can buy as many as you want for you and friends and family. Now, I gotta tell you, the Audio Vault alone is sold for $97 just by itself, because we think that $5 an hour to change your life forever is totally worth it. I mean, the audio book alone sells for $20 on Audible, and we've had people pay as much as $30 just for the audiobook. And that entire audio vault and the audiobook, that's just a bonus for you when you make an investment in the Gratifuel Accelerator course. This course is dynamic, and as I include additional bonuses and content over the next few months and years, all of it will be available to you at no additional cost. So what that means is as I add things into this course, which I will do on a regular basis, I'm never going to ask you to pay more. It all comes as a part of this initial investment that you're making in the Gratifuel Accelerator course. Because once you're part of the Gratifuel Accelerator course family, you're family for life. These ongoing additions and bonuses are going to be worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars over the years as we keep updating and adding to it. And I want to just give that to you because you're taking action today. The course alone, Just the video modules, the worksheets, and the complete workbook has been offered for $397 in the past. And that's really its regular price. We've had hundreds of people benefit from it at that level, but I want to do better than that. I want to do way better than that for you. The course, plus all the bonuses, is worth well over $500. Now, I don't know if that seems steep to you or not, but we know what this course does for people, like the ones you've already heard from. And do you think it was worth it for them to change their lives and their family lives as a result of investing in this course? Of course it was. It's obvious in the words they shared with you. I mean, I want you to think about it. If all this course did was give you one single idea that could change your life forever, would it be worth it? Of course it would, right? Think about it. If all this course did for you was make you a little happier, can you really put a price on that, even if it was just to be a little happier for today? I mean, if all this course did was help you avoid a single bout of depression or avoid one contentious interaction with your child or your spouse, what could that mean for you? What if all it did for you is give you one statement or phrase or idea that you could share with a friend or a loved one who's wondering if it's all worth it? If all this course did was help you know exactly what to say to a friend in need, a loved one in crisis, or a stranger in trouble, what could that mean for your life and for theirs? What could it mean for you to be exactly what they need in the exact moment they need you to be it because of something you learned and applied from this course? If all this course did was increase your contentment with the life you have and give you the ability to more easily make friends and connections that could benefit you for the rest of your life, would it all be worth it? I mean, really, if all this course did was give you something positive to listen to in an increasingly dark and scary world, what could that mean for you? I mean, imagine if something in this course actually was the single thing you needed most in this life and most in this exact moment right now. And what if it gave you the ability to experience unlimited joy, constant contentment, and boundless and permanent happiness? What could that mean for you? You know, you and I both know it could be a total and permanent game changer for you, like it's been for me and like it's been for the hundreds who've given the course 5 stars that have invested in it and taken the course. Obviously, you can't really put a price on happiness, right? But look, I'm not going to charge you $500 for this. I'm not even going to charge you $397 for all of this. I'm going to give this all to you today for one single payment of $97. And on top of that, I'm also going to give you a 60-day money-back guarantee, so there's absolutely no risk for you whatsoever if you choose to invest in your happiness and invest in this program. If you go through this program and it doesn't totally shift your perspective on life, no problem. I will happily refund your $97. No questions asked. I mean, is that okay? That's how absolutely positive I am that this course and this formula will do for you exactly what it's done for thousands just like you so far. Like I told you, I typically offer all this for $397. This $97 offer is only good for a short time. I want to make sure this is a no-brainer for you, which is why I'm discounting it by 75% today and right now for you. The price will be going back up very soon, and while I know everything I'm offering is worth significantly more than even what I typically charge at $397, I want you to save the $300 by helping you take productive and meaningful action in your life right away and by taking that action right now. I don't want you to miss out on something that could be a major difference maker for you. So here's what I'm going to do for you to sweeten the deal even more. Now, some of you already know you're ready to take action. Click the button below and let's start this journey together. But for those of you that are still not sure, listen, if the 75% discount of $300 off isn't enough, in addition to giving you that whole course for a 75% discount at $97, in addition to the access to the private Facebook community, in addition to all the bonuses, I'm going to throw in one additional bonus if you act today and if you act right now. If you invest in your happiness today in order to save yourself $300 and deliver yourself what may likely be the single biggest life-changing course you may ever experience, I'm also going to throw in one free bonus coaching call, one-on-one with me. I've never offered this before, but I want to do this for you. Let me be clear. I don't do personal coaching on the Flip formula. And if I ever do, I charge a minimum of $500 an hour because I know what this can do for you and how quickly we can change your life together. However, if you act today, not only will you qualify for the discount and all the bonuses I already described, but you and I will spend 30 minutes on the phone together. We will jumpstart your new life as a flipper, and we will create something magical for you and your loved ones, but that offer is only available until the price goes back up to $397. The price is going back up to $397 very soon, and I don't want you to miss out on all the savings and on all the bonuses. So click the button below and let's get started. And I know it may be hard to think about what life may be like once you've completed the course and started changing your life, but just imagine what life could look like 3 months from now after you take action and begin changing your life right away. Imagine what life could feel like in 6 months or a year. Imagine what it could all mean for you, for your kids, for your loved ones, for your professional career, for your happiness, for your contentment and your success levels. I mean, imagine finally being free from discontentment and anger and frustration and knowing exactly how to navigate any and every challenge life throws at you. And imagine having the ability to weather life's storms with a smile on your face and joy in your heart, no matter what. Imagine what life could look like in a few short months by taking action and getting started today. Look, I know you already know this, but I'm going to say it anyway. You can't afford to wait any longer to begin that future and to start that life that you want and to never have to have a bad day again. So I want you to take action right now and click on the button below to get immediate access to everything we've talked about. The course, the workbook, the bonuses, the community, the one-on-one phone call with me, all of it, and all at a huge 75% discount when you act today. Now, after you click the button below and get started, you'll be able to immediately set up your login and password to the Gratifuel Accelerator course online portal. And as soon as you get that set up, you're going to notice a couple really cool things right inside the membership area that I really want to point out to you. So for those of you that have already signed up and clicked the button below, as soon as you set up your access, you'll see the button right at the top inside the membership area where you can link up to the private Facebook group. Now, make sure you request access to that group right away. It is a private group, and I personally approve each request, and we'll check to make sure you're fully paid before you can get in. So make sure you do that right away. Also, as soon as you get in the members area, you're going to see a brief introduction video right at the top. Make sure you watch that right away because there's some awesome information in it that'll really kind of set up your experience. And I want you to get started right away. I don't want you to have to wait to change your life. I want you to do it right away. And as soon as you get in that membership area, you're going to see the tools that will allow you to do it right away. Now, if you haven't clicked the button below yet, and if you haven't decided to invest in yourself and in your happiness yet, get in there so you can join that community and immediately access all the goodies we have waiting inside for you. Look, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter to me if you take this offer and save this money and invest in yourself today or not. Listen, I've put in the time. I've been able to change my life, and I've eternally altered the trajectory of my life. I've already put in the work, and I'm already reaping the untold and priceless benefits and rewards. My family is already using what you could learn inside, and we're watching our kids thrive and our family increase in love and joy and contentment every day. The $97 I'm asking you to invest in your happiness is not going to change my life, but it will change yours. I'm invested in your ability to live a happy life. So while it doesn't make any difference to me if you take this offer or not, what does make a difference is that you do something to change your life, and something so that you never have to have a bad day again, so that you can actually live that fulfilled life, that where you can actually really find that special thing, that special place that we call contentment. I want that for you. And I know that while the $97 may not have a huge impact on my bank account, I know that the impact it's going to have on your life will be immeasurable and priceless. Now, I need to warn you though, this video is almost over and this offer is going to go away very soon. The price is going back up any day, and it may be an hour from now or 3 days from now, but it's happening soon, and I don't want you to miss out. Not for me, but I don't want you to miss out for you. So it's time to take action. Now, I highly doubt you'd still be watching this video at this point if it wasn't something you thought you wanted and needed. So give yourself the gift of action and the gift of changing your life by investing in this course. Take action now. Click the button below. Remember, there's no risk for you in getting this course. That's what the money back guarantee is for. If it doesn't work for you, if you don't see a change in perspective and contentment after going through the entire course, I'll give you your money back. The only real risk is you not taking action and not changing your life. And as a result, possibly wading through the swamps of discontentment and hardship for the rest of your days. And I don't want that for you. So as a final recap, when you get started today, you're going to get the full 12-module Gratifuel Accelerator course. You're going to receive the worksheets and workbook. You're going to get access to the private Facebook group and lots more. You're going to get the full audio vault, lifetime discounts on light switch covers, all future additions and updates to the community, as well as a 30-minute phone call with me. All together, this is worth nearly $1,000. And you get it all for one single investment of $97 when you take action today. So click the button below and I will see you inside the membership area. Let's go change your life and really the world one single flip at a time. We'll see you inside.